Well, Lord, the poo has hit the fan. So this evening, after I took Mr. his lunch, when I was on my way home, my son told me they wanted something to drink. He asked me to get him a 2-liter from the store. I told him he could get some sodas out of my car. So after I went and put gas in my car and stopped and got an icy, when I was on my way to Sonic to get a bag of ice and get them ice to find out if they needed ice, I called them. When I called them, I said, well, I'm going by Sonic. Do you guys want a cup of ice for their sodas that I was going to bring them? So I went by after I left Sonic and got their cups of ice, and I let them got their sodas, and I headed to my house. When I got to my house, I told my children to check and see what food that I cooked last week, if it was still any good, and if it was, I asked them to package up some food for their brother. Now, while I was going in, I had left my car door open. So I was in the kitchen helping the girls get the food ready to take to Tim. I noticed the police officer in the back building in the cut at the last building, all the way back. I seen him ease up. He eased past where the main office is, the manager's office, and the mailboxes. Then he turned around and came back towards my street. By the time he was coming back towards my street, I already had the 2 Walmart bags of food for my son, which it had vegetable egg rolls, mixed vegetables, rice. It was baked macaroni and cheese, dressing, and peanut butter jelly bread. Groceries I was taking to my son at my niece's house. So once I get in my car, put my seatbelt on, while I'm about to pull out, the officer is coming towards me. He stopped right before he got in front of my car, at my neighbor's car, her Honda. So I went ahead and proceeded to pull out. I went over both of the speed bumps, and then I stopped at the stop sign. A car was coming. I waited for the car to pass me, and then I pulled out. As soon as I pulled out onto the main road, the officer, as a matter of fact, by the time I went over the speed bumps, it was only like 10 seconds before I even went to the main road on Wall Triana. The lights was put on me. So I slowed down, I put my blinker on, and I turned in on the next street because it's only a 2-way traffic, and I didn't want to be in the middle of the road. So once I pulled down and I had just called my son to let him know I was on the way. So when I stopped, the officer got out and was like, "Miss Fulford." And I'm wondering how you already know my name. So he says, "I have reason to believe you have a warrant for your arrest." No, sir, that can't be true. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't bother nobody. Nobody bothers me. There should be no reason for an arrest. I don't do nothing. I don't bother nobody. I'm disabled. I don't, get down in no drama, no nonsense. So he said, "Well, I just need to check it out to be for sure." He asked for my license. He gets my license and leaves from my window. I'm talking to my son like, what in the world is going on? He comes back and tells me that the detective told him to call her once he's made contact with me and has me. I thank God I was smart enough to turn on the recorder on my second phone. So I'm sitting there distraught, wondering, like, what is all of this about? So he comes back and says, I'm putting you under arrest. For what? What did I do? They're saying you're obstructing government operations. How am I obstructing government operations when I've had no personal face-to-face contact with any government official? Oh, I don't understand. Let me call my dad. By the time I hang up with my son, because my son was on the phone the whole time, and call my dad, his wife answers the phone like, Miss Cora, the officers, they just yanked my cigarette out of my mouth and they're pulling me by my wrist out of my car. And I don't even understand what's going on. They took my phone out of my hand, put it on the roof of on the top of my car, my truck, trying to put me in handcuffs. I'm like, I'm disabled. My back is messed up. You're hurting my wrist. I have on bracelets. And I had my watch on this hand. They took my watch off because it was pressing in my arm. I don't even know where my watch is. But it's not in my purse. Or is it? Let me make sure. Nope. My watch is missing. And they got my tweezers. That was my dude tweezers. I said, I don't have nothing on me except for a pair of tweezers. They're in my bra. And I put them in my bra when I found them because my guy lost them in the car. And I told him I'd look for them, and I found them tonight and put them in my bra to make sure I gave it to him. But I was running behind, taking him his lunch. Oh, yeah, my watch is in my purse. But he took my watch off. When they got me out of my car, they started searching my car. No probable cause. I said, why are they going through my personal things? I haven't done anything wrong. I was on the way to take my son food. Like, I haven't done anything wrong. Why are you arresting me? And why are they going through my car? Oh, they're trying to get inventory on what's in there. No, you're rummaging through my car. What did you think I had? You didn't have probable cause to run my tag. You knew my name before you even got my identification. You ran my tag right after I left my apartment. You were hiding in the cut waiting for me to leave my apartment. That was not a random tag search. That was not a random tag run. You already knew who I was. This was a setup. You have entrapped me. And I've done nothing wrong. See, the devil is busy, but God is busier. Because you're insisting I sit down in the car. No, I need to see your sergeant. I need to understand what's going on. But we don't know why you have a warrant. Okay, I don't either, because I haven't done anything wrong. So apparently the other officer, without probable cause, literally went through everything in my car. You violated me on every level. And then a pouch that has my old IDs and stuff, you took it out of the console and put it in my purse. This is the same thing when my car was broken in. It was found outside on the ground at the next building. And my neighbor came and put it on the chair in front of my house. When she found it, when she saw my ID picture and knew it was me. So, you're waiting for me at my address. You wait for me to pull off and pull me over with no cause. I didn't make any moving violations. You stopped me without probable cause. And you told me I had a warrant before you even ran my ID. And then when you took me out of my car forcefully, claiming that I was resisting arrest, which I was not, I explained that I'm disabled and I cannot move fast like that. My back and legs are in so much pain right now, it is just unheard of. And I took my medicine. But you snatched my phone from out of my hand, talking to my father. And you snatched the cigarette out of my mouth. And once you removed me from my car, you went rummaging. The other officer went rummaging through my car without probable cause because I had done nothing wrong. And the detective that set all of this stuff in motion because I would not open my front door when she came to my house on Tuesday because I was just waking up. And thank God I have this thing called call recorder installed on both of my phones. And I also have voice recorder. So since I was on the phone with my son when I first got pulled over, I knew that was being recorded, as well as I reached and got my second phone and I put the voice recorder on that as well. Because I need security. You did not ask me to search my vehicle. As soon as you got out of my car, you started going through everything in my car. Unlawfully. Then when you realized the phone was recording, you said, oh shit, how do I turn off this phone? Now, you know you're up shit creek. I'm going to make a big stink about this. And if anything happens to me, it's Tammy Duncan. The other officer, I have his name and badge on the recording. I have the fact that she told them once they got me to call her first. Oh, really? You told on yourself that this was a setup. You took my car and impounded it. When if you wanted to arrest me, why didn't you just come to my door when you was hiding in the cut when you saw I was at home? When you turn your lights on, what I should have did was stay parked where I was in my apartments. But I wasn't able to think because, I mean, it was random. Why are you even turning your lights on me? I'm not even on the main road. That's another thing. I'm still in my apartment parking lot when you turn your lights on. I wasn't even halfway into the street. So now I'm going to go back and check this with where I was talking to my son. So I'll be back. Part 2.